I was a bit delinquent with my duties during the business meeting because I didn't officially announce the next meeting, but I wanted to correct that. So Mark Albert, who will be the main chair and organiser for SMB 2021, and it will be happening at UC Riverside in California on June 13th to the 17th. And the plan is to have this in person, hopefully. Okay. So before we actually get to the awards, and really what I want to do during the award ceremony is actually have the individual subgroup chairs introduce their winning posters and talks. So we'll be letting them join the chat as appropriate. So it's important to note that the poster judging wasn't just whatever your individual chair's favourite poster was, but there was actually a formal process with scoring, and it was scored from 1 to 5, and then all the scores were added up, and you'll see for each individual subgroup there was multiple judges, and they had to judge on 4 categories: the overall visual, overall content, the overall oral delivery, and the overall impact of the work. So it was fairly rigorous, and it was actually quite a lot of work. And I would be remiss if I didn't shout out again to Denise Kirshner for her incredible work in getting a huge amount of really support from our sponsors, all highlighted here, in terms of really covering a good chunk of the prizes, the poster prizes and the top prize, all of the top prizes in fact. So thanks to her and thanks to all of our sponsors, because really we couldn't give this type of level of prize if it wasn't for her and them. So thank you very much, Denise, and thank you to our sponsors. So I'm going to open this up with, first of all, having the education subgroup. And so, Heiko, you're a Believe in Control. Could you give Shelby the ability to talk? She should be on here. Can you hear me? No. Okay, so I will.
Yes, I could hear you, and I just gave her the ability to talk.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Hi, I'm here.
Great. So I'll do the reveal whenever you say reveal. So take it away, Shelby.
All right, absolutely. First of all, the education subgroup would like to thank all of our participants. We had a great group of individuals from all over the world to give talks in our mini symposium. I also want to thank the judges, Carrie Diaz-Eaton, Holly Gaff, John Junk, Louis Gross, and I'll thank myself because why not? So starting with our poster winner, if you wouldn't mind, revealing that. Our poster prize winner is Rebecca Sant and Ann Walter, who presented Exploring Mathematical Modeling in Biology through Case Studies and Experimental Activities. And our talk prize goes to Dmitry Kondysharov with Quantitative Modeling Remotely. And so both of your emails have been sent to the organizers, and you will receive your prize shortly.
Thanks so much, Shelby, and thanks to the judges for really putting in the effort to do this. I should clarify that there will be a check coming from our treasurer, as well as a formal certificate that you'll be able to hang on your wall saying you won this prize. That might come from Anna or Denise Kirshner. It's not clear as yet, but you'll definitely be getting a physical certificate. Next up is Other or General Math Bio, and that was Torbjörn. If Heiko, you could give Toby privileges.
He's all set to go.
Yes,
Great.
hello. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. And I'm really happy to have this special section of Other or General Math Bio to showing, just how wide the whole field is and how many different depths we have seen. So really interesting mixture from all over the world. And the first poster prize is the student prize, and you can reveal that. I reveal everything. Yeah, that's right. So we have the student prize for Dominic Oliver, about sea urchins and osmotic damage there. And the postdoc prize to Robin Shuttleworth in Canada, application of cell dense, and that it's about freezing in a controlled manner. The Pulitzer Prize senior researcher, Jacqueline Kembro, who has done a great work for letting the Japanese quill have their lovemaking in peace without people watching them, but instead doing that automatically. And the Wiley Post Prize here is Jonas Nock, who had a really impressive work presented about regular cellular energy metabolism, including also sensitivity analysis. That was really impressive for the judges. And the Great Talk Prize to Jessica Crawshaw in Melbourne for her combined investigations of the blood flow under creation. Really interesting and well done. So many really great talks and posters being presented. Thank you.
And thanks, Toby, to you for really making a huge effort in sort of chairing the subgroup that never was, and making sure that those that don't quite fit had a equal footing in our annual meeting, because that's important, and you did a brilliant job, so thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Okay, next up is mathematical oncology, and Hope Mohit is here to present.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. I'd like to begin with thanking all the judges. There were 50 plus posters, so many judges. As you can see here, they all spent a lot of time visiting all the posters and talking to all the poster presenters. Thank you so much for sparing your time. Can you please reveal the winners? Great. So in the SMB student poster prizes, there are two of them. One of them goes to Derek Park. It's talking about searching for Goldilocks and how chemotherapy can be synergized with other strategies to be able to have evolutionary trade-offs and immune trade-offs as well. The second student poster prize goes to Dhananjay Bhaskar. Talked about how to quantify the reorganization of cells in 3D cancer models using modeling strategy of persistent homology. Then we have one postdoc poster prize, which goes to Mark Robertson-Desi. Talked about how immune predation is actually able to promote different aggressive metabolic phenotypes in this context. One Amgen senior poster prize that goes to Simon Michel, talking about systems biology approach looking into B-cell lymphoma and how distinct roles for the NF-kappa B subunits contribute to that. And finally, the Elsevier Talk Prize, it goes to Parmin Tiki, talking about how mathematical modeling can be used to quantify metastatic tumor burden under different therapies. Congratulations to all of you, and thanks to judges once again.
Yep, thank you, and thanks, Mohit. I know it's late for you there. Okay, next up is neuroscience.
Who do I unmute?
Cheng Li.
Allowed to talk.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, yeah, thank you so much to the organizers. So we had two prizes for the, so first of all, sorry, thanks to all the judges. We had quite a few judges. I'm also listing some of the reviewers for the abstracts as well. So we had two prizes, a poster prize, and also a contributed talk prize. And in both of these sessions that I attended, they were very, very broad. So it was it was a challenge, but the judges came through and we did some ranked choice voting and came up with Zainab as the prize winner. She's a grad student, I believe, in Iran, University of Tehran, and Lucas Stollerman, who I believe is a postdoc at UC San Diego, for the Elsevier Talk Prize. So congrats to both of them, and I'm glad I don't have to figure out how to get the money to Iran. Good luck.
Okay, that'll be something we need to worry about. Thanks again, Chen.
Sure, no problem.
Next up is methods for biological modeling, and I think John Nardini is going to present that one.
Okay, John.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone. The methods for biological modeling had 43 great posters this year, And we've had some really great judges to help us sort through all of those posters over the past 3 days. And so we're excited to announce that we had several poster prizes. And the first one, to a faculty or postdoc, went to Jungmin Han. Second, our first prize for a graduate student went to Baylor Fain on modeling the impact of inoculum dose and transmission mode on viral infection with an agent-based model. And then our second graduate student prize went to Ray Adi Escosio on parameter estimation of the Fitzhugh-Nagumo model via a perturbed acceleration gradient descent algorithm. And lastly, for our posters, our overall poster prize, thanks to Berkeley Madonna, went to Emily Zhang for her poster on personalized time series forecasting of blood glucose levels. And finally, we also had a prize for contributed talks, and our top talk prize went to Karina Islas Rios for her talk on NetScan, a computational tool for discovering and visualizing biochemical networks using topological structures.
Thanks, John, and thanks to all the winners. Okay, Andreas, you're doing cell developmental biology.
Good to go.
Excellent. Am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, on behalf of the Cell and Developmental Biology subgroup, I would like to thank all of our great poster presenters for preparing lovely posters. And I would also like to thank our team of judges for taking the time to visit each one of them and having a discussion with each one of them. So with that, let's get to the announcement. Okay, the first SMB poster prize goes to Kira Villa from St. Andrews for a poster titled Mechanical Pattern Formation in Biological Tissues, Relax and Go with the Viscous Flow. The second poster prize goes to Stephen Zhang from UBC, Inference of Stochastic Cellular Dynamics from Time Series Data Using Optimal Transport. And finally, the Springer Nature Poster Prize goes to Erika Zingos from the University of Heidelberg, I believe, for a poster titled A Computational Tool to Optimize Experiments for Estimating Cell Cycle Parameters. And finally, our prize for the best contributed talk goes to Ulrich Dobramil, Sensing and Triangulation of Chemical Gradients. Congratulations, everybody, and thank you for your great effort.
Thanks, Andreas. Okay, and population dynamics, ecology and evolution, and that's Christina Cobbold.
Oh, thank you, Sandy. So on behalf of the subgroup, I'd just like to say a big thank you to everyone that presented. It really was some wonderful work that we've seen this week. I want to say a big thanks to all our judges. We had a heroic team of poster judges who have been dashing around at all hours trying to speak to all the presenters. We've also had a lovely team of talk judges who stepped in at short notice and have been fantastic at going along to the talks and asking lots of questions. So now to get on to the prizes themselves. Yeah. So in no particular order, so our poster prizes, we have Shota Shibasaki for their poster on fluctuating environments affect the strength of species interactions and diversity in microbial communities similarly. Our next poster prize is Victor de Oliveira Sudbrack for their poster on population dynamics in highly fragmented landscapes. A third prize went to Fernando Luis for their work on investigation of the AD spread using a reaction diffusion mathematical model. And then finally, the DILISIM poster prize has gone to Vahini Reddy for their work on representing spatial ecological oscillators by dynamical Ising models with memory. And lastly, the talk prize goes to Bo Sheng for their work on species competition in heterogeneous environments with directed movement. So thank you for everyone for all your work. It's been fantastic.
Thank you, and thanks, Christina, for your efforts in the subgroup. And then Jane Hefferman is going to present mathematical epidemiology.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to say thank you to all of the judges and the presenters this year. in the Math Epi sessions. Particularly, I'd like to thank the judges and the poster presenters for meeting at all hours of the day to discuss the posters. Our judges were Paula Augusto, Kyle Dallin, Hannah Dubrovny, David Earn, Jilan Fang, John Glasser, Ed Hill, Robert Smith, and myself. Robert Smith, question mark. Okay, can you reveal the posters? The prizes? So congratulations to Dina Schmidt for their poster on building age-structured network models from interaction data, Hannah Dubrovny for their poster on SARS-CoV-2 and co-infections, implications for the second wave, to Michael Pablo for early phase decoupling between population mobility and death rates, and our top prize poster winner to Carolyn Franco for modeling non-pharmaceutical interventions to mitigate COVID-19 in Sao Paulo. And our Elsevier Talk Prize goes to Jeremy De Silva for identifiability of linear compartmental models of infectious disease transmission. And we'd also like to thank Jeremy for his chairing of his session, which was very animated. We'd also just like to thank everyone for their interest in COVID-19 this year. And we do hope that next year we have a little bit more variety in topics. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Jane. Yeah, let's hope next year is much, much better in terms of there's no COVID or there's very little COVID model. Okay, John Ford is going to present for immunology and infection.
Hi. Yeah, I'd like to start by thanking our judges and also the other members of the subgroup board who worked tirelessly. So Angela Reynolds, Stanka Chupa, and Jessica Conway. We had a great set of talks this year, and I'm very thankful for all the work and all of the contributions. So if we could reveal the prizes, with apologies to the person whose title I mistakenly overwrote with someone else's title. So first, the Merck Poster Prize goes to Amanda Alexander, who gave a poster entitled Mathematical Modeling of Regulatory T-Cell Mechanisms in Experimental Autoimmune Encephalomyelitis. The first SMB Poster Prize went to Kara Suliak, whose title was not the same as that, but instead was a mathematical framework to augment the Q-Marsh score in the diagnosis of celiac disease, preliminary report. The second SMB Poster Prize for Viktor Zenkov, whose poster was a minority of liver-resident CD8 T cells searching for Plasmodium infections. Hepatocytes demonstrate difficult to detect attraction. And finally, our Elsevier Talk Prize went to Vitaly Ganasov on structure imposed constraints, make Brownian walkers efficient searchers. So again, thanks to everyone who contributed, and also to the many referees for the abstracts for the posters and contributed talks, who were a great help to us in organizing all of this.
Thanks, John. Okay, and now this is the part where we talk about Twitter. I don't know if Heiko wants to do this, if he's there, but I can also do it. Heiko, you there?
I'm here.
Would you
Okay,
like to
so sure thing. Some of you may have heard that we had a Twitter handle called #eSMB2020. So we tracked that hashtag a little bit over the last month or so. And what you can see here is the activity with this hashtag that started out somewhat active about a week ago, and got a bit more exciting as we approached the meeting, and then we had the explosion on Monday with the meeting getting started. So the total tweets are black here and then divided if you're interested in originals, retweets, pictures, etc. So there was quite some activity. Sandy, can you please move to the next slide? So just going through some of the numbers, there were a total of 2,435 tweets before the closing plenary. 376 people contributed at least one tweet. We had an average of just 6.5 tweets per contributor. And altogether, the potential reach of our tweets was just under 500,000 views. So the timeline, our tweets with the hashtag eSMB2020 showed up in 460,000 people's timeline. Sorry.
Nice.
I don't know what on the next slides. I have to wait until the updates here. Oh, we have to award the most prolific tweeters. So we would like to thank Phoebe Haver, Maria Abu Chakra, and Keith Eric Grant for being the most prolific original tweeters. So this excluded all the retweets. These were the people that put out the most original content, some with incredibly beautiful artwork, others very much on top of broadcasting to the world the exciting science that's ongoing here. And our tweet awards include an Amazon gift card and a t-shirt from this year's conference. So we're gonna be reaching out to you, asking you for your color and size of the t-shirt you want, and of course your mailing address to get that to you. So thank you all and congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Heiko, and thanks everyone that did actually tweet, because Twitter is actually a great way for us to share the science that we're doing and also have an impact well beyond the reach. The fact that 500,000 people saw our tweets is kind of amazing. So well done. So really that's us, that's it. You know, it's been an incredible experience. I think that I never thought I would enjoy an online virtual conference as much as I've done this, and I think part of that's been because of it being seamlessly organized by our organizing committee and of course our special co-chairs, but also because of this platform really helping us connect in ways that we would normally at a conference, and it isn't just a set of Zooms, but there was actually side conversations. We're going to learn a lot from this meeting, I think, and we want, we're going to be sending out, as Heiko said, a survey, and we'd love your feedback on that. What potentially can be taken forward into the traditional in-person meetings, and what potentially we want to leave behind. I think that the outreach aspects have been incredible, and we'd like to potentially maintain some of that going forward. And so there may always be some virtual component to our meetings going forward. This is something that we're very much up for discussion. But thanks everyone. I know that there's still going to be, Sokoko's still going to be active, and I know that Slack's still going to be active for some time. And it may even be that we actually make that something a bit more permanent, but that's again something that we're going to discuss. But thank you, enjoy yourselves now, relax, have a great weekend, and stay healthy, and celebrate mathematical biology. Thank you.